Hey YouTube, this is Justin here, aka Demonic Sweaters. Today I've got a kind of experiment video as well as a product review. What we're doing here today is, as you can see here, I have this big Avatar drum amplifier back here. This is the DM60 from Avatar, and this is their, I guess, their biggest amp that they offer. And Avatar did send this to me for free. But I will tell you what I really think. Number one is I couldn't get input 1 to function. For some reason, I'm not sure. Maybe that's for a specific type of impedance that my drum module doesn't use, or maybe that input's just broken. I don't know. But input 2 seems to work just fine. And what I wanted to do was, as you can see here, I'm set up here in my studio with acoustic drums with triggers on them. And I kind of wanted to do a hybrid setup and see if this little amp would be loud enough to hear the electronic sounds while I'm playing real drums. And it is. It's actually quite loud. At least it's very loud with it sitting right behind me right there. So what I'm going to do, though, is set a camera out here so you guys can hear what it sounds like with the amp on as opposed to with it off. Now, I don't know if it's going to sound quite as loud to you guys out here because the amp is behind the drums. But the main reason why I wanted to do this, or one of the reasons, was because a lot of times when I'm in rehearsal, I can't really hear my kick drum when the band is going. So basically I'm thinking what I'll do is just run a kick drum trigger into this and just have it sitting right behind me so I can get a better feel for my kick drum than I would if I'm, no trigger at all. But I don't know, or maybe I'll just run fully hybrid. It sounds really cool. I was just jamming and stuff. So I want to show you guys some of the different sounds that I was getting with this setup and with the DM60 amplifier. Now, thanks Avatar for sending this over to me. If you want to order one of these, I'll place a link down below, and I'll try to find out what I can about that number 1 input before the end of this video. It also does have an auxiliary input with a 1/8 inch input, which I haven't tried yet, and a Bluetooth connection as well, which I also haven't tried yet, but I'm going to try that here in a little bit. Anyway, here we go. I'm going to do some playing of the drums. That was a weird way to say that. All right, that's the Avatar DM60 drum amplifier. And I think it's pretty good. Now, I would like it if that number one input was working. That kind of bothers me. I'm not sure what happened. It's a loud amp. You can change the LED light color for some reason if you want to. I don't know what that means either. I guess I should look at the manual, but I didn't. It's back at my apartment. All right, so I just interjected here because I am now home where I have the manual that I failed to bring with me when I was using the amp. Now, it does say that the first input is different, and this is exactly what it says here. Let me read it. Right here, it says, input 1 can access electronic drum sound source, professional electronic drum sound effect. And then input 2 says it can be connected to electronic drum, keyboard, bass, or acoustic guitar. So I'm not totally sure what that means because it's translated from Chinese, but it does at least confirm that they are different. Now, whether or not that thing is actually broken, I don't know, but I only need to use one of them, so it is what it is. You know, I don't know. Maybe once the Avatar people see this video, they'll be able to tell me better. But it does at least appear that they are different. Now, the light. Let me read about that because that I wasn't sure about either. The blue or red light, power LED and ground switch. When plugged, the sound source of the power slash is grounded. Open this. Oh, okay. So that's actually a ground, like a polarity switch. So that's pretty nice that it has that. So that, if you're not familiar, what that means is like if you're in a place and you plug that amp in and you're getting some kind of hum or buzz because of other things plugged in around you, then you can flip it to the other direction. Or if you know the outlet is ungrounded, you can flip it to the other direction and it'll get rid of the buzz. So, and yeah, like I also failed to mention when I was showing you the amp that it does have a DI output. And that's really handy if you're playing a show. You can just run the direct out from the amp if you want to. You could also run out from your drum module as well. But that way you're getting the same exact sound from the amp as you are. Or the house is getting the same sound as the amp that you are. So if you're used to how that sounds. And that's how... I'm just talking too much. Anyway, let's get back to the rest of this video. No, it's an amp. I wouldn't figure it'd be that complicated. But... I don't know. It's pretty cool. I mean, it'll work for what I want to use it for. It's basically just going to be a monitor for me here in practice. And it's really loud, like really loud. So for that use, it's really good. Hopefully it'll last. But Avatar stuff, everything that I've gotten so far has been good. They're a good company, and they've always been really nice to me too with sending me free stuff. So thanks, Avatar. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.